I'm replacing a Moto G7 Play battery, and what you can see here, well, there's my new battery, there's the phone I've already started on, and the reason I'm making the video is I could come a cropper, but it's got various steps, removing the SIM card, opening the back case, and then it says detach the fingerprint scanner. Well, you know what, I've done that, but I'm not sure it's necessary. Removing the motherboard cover, 9 screws, yes, and it was good to know about the 2 screws here which are hidden, which gives access to the connector. But then it goes into lots of other steps. This step, 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 this step. I'm not sure we need these steps, so I'm going to go straight at this point here, which is where I am now. Yep, motherboard cover removed, that detached, to attempting to remove the battery. So I'm skipping a load of steps, and as I say, I may become a cropper. There are various tools suggested. I happen to have some of these tweezers. I've not used them. I've got a little bit of something here which is plastic trunking, but it's plastic, non-conducting. I've got this thing which is for for paste application. It's a children's thing. That's rather flexible, not very strong. I've got a wooden coffee stirrer, which again is a non-conducting, non-metallic thing. But what I'm finding most useful is an old credit card, or whatever, just an old bank card. And so I'm prising that underneath the battery at the moment. I haven't got it fully off. As I say, I may come a cropper. But I'm finding that this, with a sanded corner to make the corner sharper, was what I used as a replacement fingernail from doing the seal around the edge. And now I'm using it to try and dig underneath. I'll let you know how I get on. So I hope this is clear enough. So the glue is down this edge here, and a big splodge down there. That's the glue that holds the battery in. It's still tacky. I'm pretty sure I've totally trashed the battery prising it out. I used heat as well. The case is metallic. Now, obviously you don't want to be damaging that strip or that strip, and I think by using the credit card I've been able to get under that glue from this side, and I would recommend that you get under this glue. This one, because it's a larger area of glue, will present a bit more difficulty getting under it. So tack it from both sides. I've not had to remove this bit, I've not had to remove any of that bit, and I don't think I would have even needed to detach the fingerprint sensor from there. Maybe, but I think I would have been able to manage it without doing that. So I'm annoyed that the instructions didn't suggest that. Don't know why it said that. But the proof of the pudding will be in the eating. So reassembly, smooth out the lumpy bits of that. I might use the heat gun again. Hold on. Right, the battery's back in. I now can replace the motherboard cover. And I am annoyed because I needn't have broken the seal on the fingerprint sensor. I'm sure I could have managed that simply by taking this cover off once I got inside to expose that connector. That's clipped back onto the connector now. Needs positioning carefully. You have to feel with it until you feel as though you've got it in the right position, and then press down once you've got it in the right position over the lower part of the connector there, and that's clipped into place. Oops, so before I put the back case on, let's power up, SIM card in. Battery obviously needs charging, but it looked like it was all coming on okay. Didn't look to be having any problems there. Turned on. Right, so in summary then, to replace the battery on a Moto G7 Play, open the case. That's the hardest bit. 9 screws to take out of the motherboard cover, including 2 which are hidden. So you can see 7, but there's 2 which are hidden under this bit that goes around there. Once you've got that free, you can see the connector where this ribbon cable goes. You can just prise that off with your prizing thing. I use this prizing thing. And then the next big thing is taking out this. Well, you need to get under the edge and prise it up. I applied heat, went away and made a cup of tea. I applied heat again. Keep applying heat because you're trying to get the heat to the glue underneath, i.e. through the battery. So you're allowing it to conduct through the battery, and then you know, get something under the edge of there, prise it up, something under there, prise it up. You don't need to remove the fingerprint sensor. There's plenty of flexibility in that cable. Eventually you get it up, but I've trashed the battery because I've bent it. You'll see it's damaged on the corners, and I've bent the battery as I prised it up. It's not exploded or anything. Reconnect it, put that plate back. Okay, so 9 screws to undo there, the back to release. That's all you need to do. I did remove that because I was following instructions on the web, but I'm pretty sure I could have managed without detaching the fingerprint sensor. So I hope that is helpful if you're going ahead and doing it. Stop after the 3rd or 4th step of the things on the web. Stop at the point that it says remove the fingerprint sensor. Open the back. Yep, leave that on. Don't remove it from there. Take your battery out. Step 4 on the web there, on iFixit. So, and it seems to have come on. I'll let you know. If you don't hear any more from me on this video, assume this has been successful battery change. Easier than I thought when I looked at the instructions on the web, because I didn't have to remove any of this or the motherboard from inside there. So go for it. And if you're in a phone shop, this is not a 45-minute job. This is a 20-minute job for an expert in a phone shop. It's not that big a deal.